Good afternoon. I'm back in the country, back with you on another week of Salford Weekly. No fanfare? No?
Oh,
okay.
sorry, I'd
You
jump
don't
it.
get any.
That's very disappointing. My name is Matthew Green, but you know that already.
And I'm Scarlett Mullender, and as you can probably tell, Courtney is not here today. She is on her way back from
She's
the
on a
very
bus
sunny.
somewhere.
She was
she's on a
sunning
bus.
it up,
She was
wasn't
in
it?
like Newcastle upon Tyne
Ooh.
at last recollection.
Oh, interesting.
Since
They went
Croatia,
that
that's,
way.
not sunny.
Exactly.
Gosh, there's
So
one
I'm
extreme to
filling in for
another.
Courtney today.
Well, you're very welcome to the show. Scarlett Mullender, woo!
See, I get a fanfare.
See, she gets the fanfare.
He gets no fanfare.
That's really not fair, is it? Right, coming up on the show today, we will be reflecting on the history of the Metrolink in Manchester, saying a huge congratulations to producer Joe on his historic win at this year's Nastas that happened last week. And it is real this time. Not like that April Fool's joke he pulled on us
No, we're not talking about that.
We've also got our weekly sports roundup, as well as the highlight of our week, Luca's infamous quiz.
Big one this week. Your first quiz, Scarlett.
It's my first quiz, and I feel really honoured because I want to test my
you
general
nervous?
knowledge.
It is a very hard quiz, though. I must
Yes
say.
and
Honestly.
no. I feel like I can bring it. I feel
How's
like
your
I can
quantum
use-
mechanics looking? There's a lot of questions on that this week, and a lot of rocket science, stuff like that. Should be
Oh, I'm great. Physics.
Easy then.
Stellar.
I did hear you last week, Luca, saying my answers were a bit long.
Can't
I was
believe it.
supposed to do it live
Everyone
from
in
home,
the everyone
but
in the gallery
internet-
just like, yeah, cut it.
I know, I do ramble. In hindsight,
So
I should have
rude.
drawn my pictures ready to go beforehand and just done a weakest link reveal of kind of with junk.
Oh, the proper,
go.
like, they do the
Speaking-
flips so well, don't they, on the weakest link?
They do.
Speaking
Where's
of
my
link-
whiteboard? Where's my
Speaking of
board?
link,
We're going to be talking about the Metrolink now.
wow.
So-
Scarlett, your first, wow.
Scarlett
Wow.
Mullender, woo!
The Manchester Metrolink has been a key part of the city in recent years, with thousands of people using them every day. But it's been a very special week for the Yellow Army of Trams as they celebrated a very special birthday today. Holly Angus reports.
I'm here outside St Peter's Square in central Manchester on a very busy, windy day, as you can see, where there's a very busy Metrolink going on and celebrations for the Metrolink's 30th anniversary as it first started in 1992. We're going to be speaking to the people of Manchester today about their thoughts on the Metrolink. How often do you use the trams in Manchester?
About once a week.
Once or twice a week.
2-3 times a week.
Do you believe they're reasonably priced or quite expensive or cheap?
I think they're good value.
I think they are good value. Probably not as cheap as in continental Europe, but they've obviously got a different financing regime there.
Yeah.
It's okay, I wouldn't like to see it go up though. Reasonably priced, but I think it's about your income really, isn't it?
Yeah. What do you find the best about the tram?
It gets to where you want it to go to.
Yeah.
Frequency of them, and so far that as we know they've been quite clean and they feel safe as well. The times we're travelling at, they feel very safe.
Any bad things?
It's not fast enough.
And final question, where do you think Manchester would be without the tram? Do you believe it's been a good thing for Manchester all in all?
Definitely.
Oh, I think it would.
Yeah.
It is a very good thing. The other thing about it, from my point of view, is it adds some life and vigour to the streets, and I think it makes it look a rather more international
Yeah.
type of city, like continental European cities do.
Much more congested and unpleasant place to be with all the cars and the fumes.
Yeah. So overall, do you believe it's a good thing and a benefit for
Totally a good
Manchester?
thing, absolutely, yeah.
In a worse place. There's definitely a positive thing
Yeah.
in the city. The region, not just the city.
Yeah.
I like the fact it's opened up Manchester
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem so congested traffic-wise.
It's been great learning all about Manchester's Metrolink today, and happy 30th birthday. Back to you guys in the studio. I'm off to get the tram home. See ya!
Looks very windy for Holly there. I thought
Really
she was going to
windy.
get blown in front of
I
a
know,
tram
almost
at one
went.
point.
This is what our
They did go for it, don't they?
staff, they're not our staff.
Our
The
staff,
crew-
our
the
crew,
crew
our
members.
crew.
Oh.
They are not my staff. Holly is my equal.
Well,
play.
Holly's your equal. Holly was one of our team out and about earlier today. Meanwhile, our reporter Adam Clark, he's been learning about the history of the Metrolink at Bury Transport Museum.
Today, as we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of Metrolink this week, and what better way to do it than looking at some retro
Metrolink memorabilia. You can see here an old ticket machine that was at Bess's of the Barn until 2010 when they revamped all the ticket machines. That's now here at the Bury Transport Museum. As you can see in these cases, plenty of commemorative issues from the opening day of the Metrolink when the Queen opened that in 1992. A few bags, a few commemorative tickets and maps. There's an old Metrolink ticket roll down there, no tapping in and tapping out in 1992. You can see the history of Manchester Metrolink on there, the largest light rail system in the UK, and you can also see a number of pictures from down the years when it comes to trams, even in the 19th century, before Metrolink was even thought. And there's a good comparison shot there from the centre of Oldham with the old trams and the new trams. Plenty of shots as there from the 2017 opening of Exchange Square, which is obviously the second city crossing, probably one of the most up-to-date things on Metrolink, as well as obviously the Trafford Park line, which was opened just before the pandemic in 2020. It's great to see Metrolink is being celebrated here at Bury Transport Museum, and obviously going into its 31st year, we'll see where Metrolink goes from here.
Love a good tram, I do.
Same.
Do you like the tram?
I do like the tram.
Well, it's not the first time you've been handed one of these. What's this we've got? This is a Metrolink standard fare. Ticket number, I'm not going to read out the number. But
I have
these,
paid it. I'm not a criminal. And I'm not going to
Just gonna
court.
hand that over to you. Have you paid it already?
I have paid it. So basically 2 weeks ago, I got a £50 fare because I didn't pay the £1.90 fare across Milne
By
Row.
accident, obviously. You accidentally got
Yeah,
on.
of course,
No,
it's
'cause-
completely accidental.
Yeah, Scarlett, maybe don't be in charge of the, finances for anything. £50
no,
better
no,
than
no.
£1.90.
Yeah.
I don't know,
pros
it
and
seems a
cons.
bit of a bargain,
There
really.
was so many, like, what do you call them? Like,
Ticket
Metrolink-
machines to
no,
buy
no,
tickets
no,
from?
No,
Oh,
like
oh, no.
ticket people. They all just came onto the tram at once and like just dragged me off the tram.
Oh,
They
wow.
dragged you off.
No, like by
Wow.
my arm, they were like,
All
Get
right,
it.
sunshine, out you come. Do you use the trams that much? Obviously you do, but
I do.
not
Yeah, I
by
use tram.
paying.
I try and use it a lot. It's so good. I
I've
forget how
only
good
used
they
it
are.
once since I moved over.
It is good, but the train's quicker.
Is that a challenge? I think the tram could be quicker.
Let's
I'll
go.
say I'm
Come on,
heavy
go.
Northern. Say I'm heavy Northern Rail.
Yeah, that's true. And then less delayed, the trams are always pretty. This isn't an advert for the trams. They're always
Did
on
you know
time.
there's a
Honestly.
Metrolink stop at Media City?
The one thing I don't like about the tram is that, it stops at every stop. Do you
Yeah.
know? Whereas, no, but if you're on a
Sometimes.
bus,
Cruises through.
does it?
No, the buses do. You're right.
See, the
Sometimes.
buses just keep
No,
going.
yeah.
The
Oh, you
bus-
mean like it has to stop, like, and then no one gets on or off?
Yeah, or they're like one person.
They're,
just
they're
like, I'm sorry,
relentless.
dude.
Those tram doors, the train doors usually reopen if you press it again.
These ones
If you
don't.
press the tram door 9 times out of 10,
You'll be there like
The-
that.
the
like
squish.
Venus fly traps of death. They're just like. Beep, 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 beep,
See you later.
I don't
Go on.
know. Did we manage to get the sound of the tram? But I do like the sound of the Manchester Metrolink
Toot.
trams. The-
The doot, doot. One of our lecturers actually has that as his ringtone, so we hear it in
Does
lectures
he?
and we'll hear it come. Doot, doot. I'm like, surely not. Yeah, I
really
don't like it that
bougie.
much. Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, not used to trams. Anyway, so there we go. Happy birthday, Metrolink.
Yay.
So while producer Joe played a cracker of an April Fool's joke last week while I wasn't here, one of those things I really missed out on. The very next day he won an actual award. Woo!
Not a myth. This is real.
Our very
Well
own
done,
Joe
Joe.
Lander became the youngest winner of a NASTA's award in its 50-year history. So go on, Joe. Taking the gold back to Salford under the Best Production Member. And we actually have the award
touch it?
itself. Now,
Only with the cloth.
Only
with the cloth.
We can. We
we
should grant
can
permission
touch
from the
it.
gallery to
We're
touch
just
it.
in.
Oh my gosh.
Joe is currently
Good
pressed
job.
against the glass. Joe is watching very intensely.
Here it is.
Look at that.
Wow.
Here's the beautiful
Hang on.
glass
Wow.
cuboid
Hang on, is it
of
real?
NASTA.
It's real. It's real.
Beautiful. Don't drop that.
I'm dropping the cloth. The cloth is dropped.
Joe, she's touching it with her hands.
I'm touching it.
What? Do you want to out? We're going to drag you off like the trams. That's it now. You can't touch it. No, come on. Out you come. Come on.
Here's a fine.
Stop it. It was a bad time.
So well done, Joe. And
Here we have the moment that Joe was announced as the winner.
The Gold Award for Production Talent goes to Joe Lander from Quays TV.
Hello! Oh my God! Masters! Hello! anyone I ever want to thank, I will thank over social media because I will forget someone and someone will get very mad. But I do want to put a quick message out to all of my first-year undergrads out there, my fellow first years. Whoever's coming into uni in September, if you have a dream, you can do it. This goes to show. Do it! Doesn't matter how crazy it is, just go for it. Thank you!
There was a point there. It reminds me of Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro.
The arms out.
It was like that.
No, it's the arms
You
out,
can
but
do
the
it!
closed fingers.
And the closed fingers addressing
Lollipop lady.
his staff.
Flight
Addressing the
attendant.
staff.
Flight
Definitely
attendant.
staff. Holly Angus, her staff. Yeah, there
But
we
to be
go.
fair, I was actually sat next to him when that award did get announced, and the tinnitus is still ringing in
The
my ears.
bitterness.
Oh, the scream. Woo-hoo. The scream. I think you can still hear the echo now.
It's like
It's quite
somewhere in the
What?
distance. It's like,
Did you have to do like they do at the Oscars when you don't win, then it's going like, well,
yes,
So
they're
it
all on
was
camera
literally,
like.
it was
well
the.
done.
Yeah, a lot of that. But yeah,
Any
pretty
seat
great.
fillers when he went up?
Sadly
no one
not.
came into.
Sadly not.
No Joe Lander lookalikes came in and kind of did a
Nestled.
did a
His
dance
entire
into
family
them.
are just like seat filling.
I didn't know he had those moves in him. I didn't know the dance moves were going to come out, and then, lo and behold, Joe Lander, dance king.
Would it have
Strictly
anything to do
come
with the
dancing?
wine that was
No
offered
comment.
at the table?
All I will say is there were 2 bottles of wine on our table.
2 mysterious bottles.
Well,
of wine.
when Joe becomes famous, he will be first called for Strictly Come Dancing. I have a feeling,
That's
or
it.
dancing on.
And I would be
Signs up.
jealous because I want to go on Strictly.
So there we go. You know, you don't know if he'll make it.
Who
you know.
knows?
Maybe Britain's Got Talent, a bit of break dancing or something like that as
Oh,
well.
that would be
No, I could
huge.
imagine him presenting like an award show or something like that, or presenting Britain's Got Talent.
We
like,
should get him to
hello,
promise what he'll
everyone.
do for the next award, because if he's going to dance now, we should get him
Oh.
to promise that next year when he wins the next award, obviously, we can get him to plan something and be like, right, that's what you've got to do.
Now he needs to set the record for like the longest consecutive wins in history.
The next
So, like,
50 years.
Did you hear that, Joe?
Till he's like 65.
We're calling for it.
The next, I was reading because we have a group chat for the Salford Weekly production team, and of course Joe was doing a bit of running commentary, telling us what was coming up
Oh, yeah.
next and all of that, and we were watching live at home, and he was saying he has had a few tipples of the old wine, and I was very much kind of looking forward for him to winning something, because I was like, I really want to hear a speech from you, and Joe did not fail to disappoint.
Lo and behold. We even chatted about it on the journey. I was like, what would you do if you won the award? What would your speech be? Word for word. Word for word, exactly what he said.
He compressed a 2-minute speech, I feel, into 20
Bang.
seconds
Yeah.
as well. Like,
It was probably just like
It was a lot of words.
adrenaline filled. It was like, thank you everyone. Yeah, cool. Bye.
did a better job than I did anyway. Anyway, now it's one of the most well-known sporting events of the year. Joe Lander dancing on set. No, I'm joking. My flight back to Manchester yesterday was absolutely packed with punters flying over to attend this event, the Grand National Race. It began yesterday with crowds for the first time in 3 years.
Yes, over 70,000 people are expected to be seeing the big race at the course on Saturday, as well as millions watching around the world.
Vic is joining us live in studio to
Hi,
talk to us
Vic.
more about the
guys.
recent events.
How are you
Hello,
doing?
Vic. How are
Thanks
you?
for having me. I'm very good, thank you. Very excited for the Grand National, as everyone is. I've got a couple of statistics for you here.
Ooh.
So,
Write 'em down.
Snow Leopardess is what you want to be putting your money on, okay?
Right.
Ooh, I like
Trainer
it.
Charlie Longston, the odds on her to win is 15-2. So high odds, okay? Snow Leopardess, she would be the first mare, so female horse, to win since 1951. So if she does it for the girls.
Wow.
There's a lot of pressure on her actually to win.
Since
yeah.
50 what? Wow.
Since 50, so nearly
Oh my
70
goodness.
years. Well,
Some of
over
them
70
is.
years.
Snow Leopardess.
So that's going to be fantastic. Fingers crossed. But I want to take you through a couple of the horses' names.
I love horses'
Okay,
names.
because they're so Snow Leopardess. We're starting off strong. It's funny, but it's sweet. It's powerful. You know, it has a powerful name. Then we come in with Any Second Now, which is just funny.
That's great.
Any
I love
Second Now,
horse
coming
names.
up, coming up. Any Second Now. It's just funny. It just works.
That's like the
I
quiz
love it.
name, you know, and the winner of the quiz is. And the winner of the quiz is.
Yeah,
and your team,
that's like having
brilliant.
that. It's brilliant.
I like that.
I love it. We've
love
also
that.
got Eclair Surf. Now I don't know what that
How's
means.
that spelled? Eclair, like
Eclair,
chocolate
as
eclair?
in-
And then surf.
That's
like
why I
surf
love
on
it.
the
As in
Ooh, that
profiterole,
sounds
as
nice.
in an eclair.
Creamy.
Hungry now.
Yeah,
Wow.
chocolatey. I mean, just delicious. Would make
Yeah.
you hungry.
Already
And
am.
then we've got Fiddler on the Roof.
That's great.
That is
If you're a
great.
musical fan,
a
I want.
musical.
Yep, musical, classic, Fiddler on the Roof.
Fair play.
So if you want money-wise, Snow Leopardess, put your money on her. But for comedy, Fiddler on the Roof.
I want to know
I want to know
What the worst one is.
the weirdest,
The weirdest.
I can't speak. The weirdest race horse name.
Because it was Tiger Roll, wasn't it? Last year or the year before.
Yeah.
I remember that. I put money on that just because I love the name. I love a Tiger Roll.
Any money back or?
Yeah, a little bit. They did win.
Oh, nice.
But you know when you put a quid on. And
Yeah.
It's
You're
like,
down to the
like
last
£3
million now.
should have done 100. But
You're not in it. You're not in it to make money. You're just in it for the fun of it.
Did
to
you
be
guys
part
used
of
to
the
do it in
day.
like your family where you'd like pick it out of a hat and stuff, and you'd all like have a random horse
We'd
allocated?
pick from I think they put them, on the back of the newspaper. So we used
Oh,
to pick
so
out.
I like
good.
that.
I
I
like
love the
names,
old fashioned.
like-
My grandmother used to bet on the horses, was it my grandmother or great grandmother? She had an old roulette wheel, so she completely random put a ball in, whatever number it was, she put the number on.
Classy lady.
That's brilliant. I like that.
Yeah.
idea.
Thanks for your tips, Vic.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Vic, thanks for coming in. Of course, it goes without saying, if you are betting on any of the horses at Grand National, please gamble responsibly. Keep the race in its place, and all
10p.
that fun.
Just
Oh,
10p.
I
It's
keep
more
the
fun if
race
you do
in
like
its
a
place.
penny or
Exactly.
something like
Yeah,
Don't
no.
gamble what you can't afford to spend.
So there you go. Thanks very much, Vic, for coming in anyway. So now, earlier today, we were downstairs because in a few weeks, we'll be bringing you a very special Salford Weekly finale from down in the downstairs area of Media City. The foyer. I couldn't think of the word.
The big
couldn't think of the
open
word.
plan.
Because we love coming out of the studio so much, we decided to have a go.
What's going to happen? Here we go.
decided to have a little race live downstairs
A
today.
little, well, I was going to say Matt versus Courtney, but a Matt versus Scarlett, if you will. And I think I did really well in racing you up.
Well, let's have a look. Come on, let's
Let
not
me have
spoil
a
it. Let's see
look.
what
what's
happens.
going on.
Adam,
The
props
tension
to
is
Adam
built.
Clark, by
Roll
the way.
that VT. Hello, welcome to Salford Weekly. I'm back. No fanfare? No? Okay, well, welcome along to Salford Weekly. Your now award-winning show, technically. My name is Matthew Green.
And my name is Scarlett Mullender, and as you might have noticed, Courtney is not here this week. She is on her way back from the very sunny Croatia, and I'm filling in.
Fantastic. As you can see, we're not in the studio to start the show off again. We're downstairs in Media City. You might recognise if you come in the front door. Soul Food is just behind, but this is a very special spot for us because in a few weeks' time, the Salford Weekly finale is coming from right here. You're looking forward to
times.
that?
I very, very much am.
Love myself an outside broadcast because we love coming from outside now, don't we, cameraman Adam? Yes, we do. What's coming up on the show today, Scarlett?
Coming up on today's show, we'll be reflecting on the history of the Manchester Metrolink, saying a huge congratulations to Joe on his historic Nasters win. Don't worry, it's not an April Fool's prank this time.
It's really not.
We will also be coming to you with our sport roundup, and of course, Luca will be back for his infamous quiz.
First up today, though, a very serious question to ask you. Stairs or lift? When you come to Media City, you have two options to get to the third floor. Some people argue it might be the lift, some people argue it might be the stairs. Scarlett, what do you think might be the winning combination?
I am almost always the lift because the stairs are a killer.
See, my Achilles heel is I live in a bungalow at home and I've just been home for a week, so I haven't had to actually go upstairs, so I'm going to have to retrain my legs to go up the stairs, But now I do have, because my long legs, and it has been confirmed in the rules that I can take 2 steps at a time, but I have to walk.
Yes, so today's Matt versus Courtney, or should I say Matt versus Scarlett, I am going to attempt to take the lift to the 3rd floor faster than Matt can run to the 3rd floor.
Yes, and you can't have the lift waiting for you.
Nope, I can't have someone on the lift.
That's not fair. And first studio, I think, would be the...
Yeah, first person to the studio is the winner.
Fine. Should we go on the count of 3?
I think we should.
3,
2, 1,
Best
go.
of luck. Bye.
Bye. I'm finding this extra stressful because normally I have someone waiting at the lift for me, and today I don't, and there's already someone ahead of me. I feel like I'm not power walking fast enough. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm hoping that this lift is going to the 3rd floor because if it isn't, then that's going to buy me even more time.
My legs are a bit sore.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I need a breather for that. But let's head down to the Salford Weekly studio.
Go.
So, lovely animators are in this room here. A bit of a tour meeting. You better be able to move on those in case the lift gets Still catching my breath back. Those stairs, they're very hard to get up, I must say. And I can't believe it.
Ha!
the final run, and I have lost out. Scarlett, in fairness, I have to try and walk
Many
back.
thanks to the man who pressed the button ahead of me, and that I didn't know was going to press the button. Yes.
And here we are, the Salford Weekly Studios.
Woo!
Scarlett. I'm surprised I lost that one. I've dropped my board now as well. I'm surprised I lost that one because... Oh, sorry, still catching my breath.
You okay?
I was
there?
on the second floor and I could hear the lift still waiting.
I bet you started sweating.
No, I actually slowed down. I was like, oh, plenty of time.
You shouldn't have got too complacent.
Started walking backwards.
Walking backwards?
Was what I was doing a piece to camera, you know, walking backwards.
Well,
and
that's your own fault. I was
my own
literally
fault.
just screaming at our cameraman and be like, come on. Because I am very fiercely competitive. When I want to be competitive, I am competitive. And I reign supreme on this map versus Scarlett.
Oh dear, it's not been a good bit. As I said, I live in a bungalow at home, so not too bad going up those stairs for me, I don't think. But we're in the studio now, and we will magically transition from that camera to this camera.
Good.
That was great. Was that smooth? Can they tell that wasn't live?
That was so smooth. Yeah. So, the original intended intro to our show was not as live as we had hoped.
It was still being edited to have us both on the screen at the same time because I have ego issues that I wanted to be on the screen as much as possible.
And I needed my good side.
Do you know? And the thing is, you only were having
the
Scarlett.
court case. You wanted 2/3. Scarlett argued for
It's
half.
so
It was
difficult.
just
Exactly, and it wasn't ready in time to start the show. And I was just asking, you know, it's like, can we push it back in the show a bit just so it has me on it?
That's showbiz, baby. That's the way it works.
You know, I don't come cheap. Don't come cheap. Anyway.
You know what time it is?
I'm still getting over that. I'm still getting over
the breathless.
It's so can we do the quiz while
let's do a quiz.
Agonising defeat.
Because, we've got a great quiz for you this week. No questions about stairs, no questions about lifts, not even a question about escalators this week.
We have a jingle, don't forget, Luca.
Yeah,
I forget on showbiz. Play that jingle.
You have your own jingle.
Give me that jingle.
Look, you can speak now.
Hi. So, welcome back to the quiz. Scarlett, your first quiz. We've already said you're a bit nervous.
I'm nervous, but I'm also very excited because I am also going to be on a game show soon. So this is great for me to show my general knowledge.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Is that?
Right, this is off topic. It's a new RTV quiz show called Ridiculous, which I'm filming in May. So this will help me.
Is this genuinely your warm-up? Well, I hope I can prepare you.
This is genuinely a warm-up for a full TV game show. So
I feel like being sold to Stinker again. Because
given
last time I was on with Holly, the first question was about Nando's. When you pre-recorded, she works in Nando's. I mean,
she paid me a lot.
You have a quiz contestant on the show now. I mean, where's this going?
A future quiz contestant, to be fair.
Well, the pressure's even more on now, because imagine if they see this and they say, that's Scarlett. She didn't get any of the questions right. So the pressure's on. Right, what I've got for you today is 3 questions about the news this week, and then a couple of general knowledge ones, just because I like to spice it up a bit. So question 1, the Grammys were on this week. Do you guys watch them at all? Watching the Grammys?
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, who walked away with Song of the Year this year at the Grammys? Was it Silk Sonic? Was it Olivia Rodrigo? Was it BTS? Or was it Billie Eilish? Matt like a flash, straight on the whiteboard. Gonna use right, Scarlett.
Oh crap. I'm gonna go Olivia.
So you've got Olivia Rodrigo?
Just because I just
good for you, you look happy and healthy.
I was really wrestling with BTS, but I don't know if they were going for like Band of the Year. They were definitely there because that's all Twitter.
They performed,
wanted to know.
as did Billie Eilish, but it wasn't either of them.
Billie Eilish.
It was actually Silk Sonic. So Leave the Door Open won Record of the Year. Olivia Rodrigo got Best Pop Album and Best New Artist. So, bit of a trick question.
Oh, well, I shouldn't climax too early because it's like...
Too excited. You were too excited straight away.
I just get it wrong all the time. I need to take my time.
Nil. Did you get that at home? Hope you got that at home. Question 2. Right, I love this question. A British charity are on the lookout at the moment for people to spend 5 months in Antarctica on a base to work on it, right? And they're going to have to run a post office. And what else? Are they running a seal sanctuary? Are they hosting a YouTube channel? Are they counting penguins? Or are they testing the snow?
See, I got excited early, and I have now kind of calmed myself, took back, thought about it.
Have a deep breath. Okay. Matt, what have you gone for?
Pingus.
Pingus.
Oh, I've gone with them.
Counting Penguins. You're both correct.
Really?
So it's, I believe, the
I'll do a
Gentry
Joel
Penguin
Landon dance.
colony.
There you go.
I feel like I need to get at least a few of these news ones right, because
That's
especially because
good.
I do journalism.
I'd love to do that. Count penguin. I love penguins.
I do love penguins.
They're really cute.
I have some bad news. Apparently, we only have room for 2 more questions.
2 more questions. Which ones will I pick? Let's go with this one. And last one in the news, because this is a great time for the news, right? John Travolta was spotted this week,
the Grease
surprising
legend.
residents in Norfolk. He just popped up.
Wow.
But where was he not spotted? Was he not spotted in a Wetherspoons, in a Shell petrol station, or in a Morrison's? And you'll have to check the picture online. There's a lot of articles about this.
Gone for Shell.
Gone for Morrison's. There's no way he didn't have a Weathers.
So he
Come
was in a
on.
Wetherspoons. He was spotted there. A few
There's
selfies.
no way John Travolta didn't have a
And
Weathers.
spotted in the biscuit aisle in Morrison's, but he wasn't in the Shell petrol station. So 2-1 Matt going into the last
I
question.
feel he has
hate you.
staff for getting
Does.
petrol and
I mean,
diesel.
absolutely.
Yeah, but would he not just want to get the experience of going in the little garage?
I was going to say, but the Wetherspoons, we're glad he's ticked that one off. Has to do that. Right, last question. Let's go with this one. Have you guys had grenadine in a drink before? Like the kind of like sweet,
sorry.
sugary grenadine, like a sweet, sugary syrup.
No,
They put
'cause I'm
it
not
in-
bougie. Sorry.
No, they put
Oh,
it in
it's
like
cheated.
cocktails and different drinks, don't they?
In loads of cocktails.
Yeah.
But from what fruit is it made from?
Are you joking?
Is it pomegranates? Is it grapefruits? Is it black currants? Or light cheese?
Light cheese.
Light cheese.
Not cheese.
Oh,
Is it?
They said light
That would be
cheese,
horrible.
and I was like,
And Scarlett, you need this to tie.
Oh my god.
Guys, what have you gone with?
Gone with grapefruit.
Grapefruit. You went to write something and you've scribbled something out.
That was just me spelling grapefruit wrong.
Okay, that's fine then.
Can't spell pomegranate.
Matt, clean sweep this week. Spot on. Pomegranate.
I'm so upset.
Let's have another dance. The Joe
I'm gonna
Lander
be-
is,
I'm
what was
so
it, like
upset.
this?
Hang
It was
on,
the kind of
I think there's a, it's a...
Daniel Sturridge.
Dun, 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 wasn't it? Yeah.
I'd like to apologise on behalf of Courtney. and
You tried your
myself.
best. And you know what? If you're going on a quiz anyway, this is a great way to practice.
It's a great way. You've got to start somewhere. Start from the bottom, now we're here.
Now, well, thank
But
you
I'm
guys.
not.
Hope you enjoyed that. Well done, Matt.
Thank
Fantastic.
you very much.
Thank
Luca,
you,
while you're
Luca.
here, any plans for Easter?
I don't know, to be honest. I might go get some chocolate. I'm obsessed. Like, genuinely, the Easter Bunny, they come every year, and I'm just hoping it's going to be Malteser this year.
I already know what one of my Easter eggs is, and it's an orange twirl Easter egg.
Oh,
that's
do you?
a
I'm
good
not a
Easter
fan
egg.
of chocolate orange full stop.
Really?
I think it's
It
disgusting.
depends on the
yeah.
chocolate, so some of them I think are overrated. But I do
What about
like
yourself,
as well.
Matt?
See, this is not an as okay, but I am very much a fan of, do you know that creamy chocolate one? You all know it, purple wrappers.
Oh, yeah. Wow. We
It's
can't say it, no,
Cadbury's, it's all Cadbury's, we know it's Cadbury's.
You threw me off with creamy.
So, yeah, that's my favorite. And I also,
So excited.
all my mugs at home all come from Easter eggs as well. So
Really?
I'm like
Oh, I've got a
happy
few of those, like
think
mini
I've
eggs.
done
I
with
do
that.
love mini eggs.
Yeah, I love a
You
The
gotta have
smell
some
of mini eggs. How good is the smell of mini eggs?
No,
Pe-
creamy
I
is the
like
one.
it. Some people like it, some people hate it. It's very divided.
If you hate the smell of mini eggs, get in touch with the show and never watch it again. I'm joking, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Maybe you can make your own Easter eggs.
Well, we've got a big end of the series coming up, which is maybe to do with food and drink. So who knows what might come from that show.
Can
Have you
making
got
all
any
sorts.
molds maybe for certain Easter
Oh,
eggs?
that would be
Maybe
amazing.
of your face?
We could make the world's largest cream egg live on the show.
Of you.
Of me.
That
I'll get
would-
in it. Just like a whole, yeah, that'd be
That's so
amazing. Cream
scarring.
egg bath.
You have heard people
Wow.
jumping out of cakes before.
Who
Maybe
knows?
Luca could jump
He
out
does
of
the
the
quiz
thing.
from inside
Oh,
the egg.
surprise!
That'll be, sorry guys,
Maybe
Sorry.
maybe that was my missed opportunity for coming back this week. I should have jumped out of something
that would have been great.
behind the couch. Maybe have you got paper
you'd have
walls in here?
jump
Could have just
scared me-
burst through
Through
the
it.
No
wall.
All in
joke,
the
if you'd
wall.
have jump scared me, I'd have been actually upset.
Are you a jump scared
I
person?
hate being
Imagine
jump
if they
scared.
said you were hosting it by yourself.
No, I can't. Actually, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, I'm
No.
really looking forward to the
Fantastic.
finale. It was great to be downstairs seeing how an empty space. I can't wait to see it when it's in like it's full space. It's full setup downstairs, and all the restaurant tiers behind us. It's going to be like
It's going to be lovely.
It's like going to be like a first date.
We
Isn't
should get our
it?
staff to be waiters.
With
That'd be
lots of
amazing.
people
Holly
watching.
Angus,
Our staff,
I
sorry.
hope you're available for that.
Just before we go, if you would like to stay in touch with Salford Weekly, you can do so on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube by just typing in Quays TV.
We are off next week as it is Good Friday, but do join us again on Friday the 22nd of April where we can recover together from all the chocolate, likewise Luca as
needed.
well. But in the meantime, it's a goodbye and take care. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's signature. Bye.